Good afternoon. My name is Sam Fryer and welcome to Solent Sports News. England took on Australia in the first day of the Ashes series in the early hours of this morning. Huzaifa joined me earlier to provide updates and he's here with me again. Huzaifa, you told me about the first innings earlier, but what happened when Australia batted?
Well, obviously England only managed 172 in their first innings, so what England needed was a big start with the ball. They needed to hit their strap straight away, and boy did they do that. Jofra Archer was in fine form. He was bowling brilliantly. He got the wicket of Australian debutant opener Jake Weatherald, and on top of that he also dismissed Marnus Labuschagne. But then Bryden Cast came in, backed him up perfectly. Just good areas, good line, good length. He managed to get the wickets of Steve Smith and Usman Khawaja. But what those 4 early wickets did was set up a brilliant platform for the main man, England's captain Ben Stokes. He came in, took 5 wickets in only a few overs before the end of the day. Stumps on day 1, he managed to get a quick fifer, meaning Australia are reeling at 123 for 9.
So what do you think England's chances are then for this game?
Well, it's interesting you say that, because this game is actually very similar to the last Test match that happened on the very same ground in Perth. That was Australia versus India. In that game, India batted first, scored 150, so similar to England, and then Australia were bowled out for 104 in the second innings, which is also very similar to this game. But the key was India in their third innings managed a massive 487 for 6 declared. So what that shows is that the pitch will get better for batting, which means if England can get that early wicket tomorrow and then go on and make a big score in their third innings of the game, in their second innings, they can give Australia a big target, and once that target goes above 250, 300, the cracks start open up in the pitch, becomes harder to bat, then England are in a real good position to win the game.
Well, let's hope so. Thank you, Huzaifa. After an enthralling opening day of the Ashes, reactions have been pouring in from fans and journalists across the UK and Australia. You've has been gauging the mood and brings us thoughts from day 1.
England will win 5-0.
It's here. The greatest cricketing rivalry is here.
It's between the 2 biggest teams when they play cricket.
Ashes is here.
Thoughts after day 1 of the Ashes?
Ben Stokes.
For day 1, I think probably for the first time ever, I'm actually quite happy as an England fan.
A bit of a surprise when I woke up this morning. I wasn't expecting, well, I think I was expecting England to be all out, but I wasn't expecting by the end of day 1 for Australia to be down to 9 wickets.
Anything can happen at this stage, can't it? So still early days, but it could be a lot worse. We'll see what happens. Ben Stokes at it again. What a man.
I'd go enthralling.
I mean, England have won Test matches so rarely in Australia. The last 3 tours, they've failed to win a game now. They obviously won in 2010-11, which is an incredible achievement. It's quite a long time ago now. I think they've won 1 other game in Australia this century, apart from that tour. So their record is awful. It's pretty much the only way is up.
My age, I'm thinking I'm going to get a good night's sleep, but now I really wish that I'd stayed up and watched the whole lot. Just absolutely amazing.
Because Zach Crawley, wafting one outside his off stump and going for a duck, there's no surprise there.
And I think Brendan McCullum and Ben Stokes sort of take out all that noise and just galvanise the players to focus on the task at hand.
I feel like this is the most excited I've been for an Ashes series that I've worked on since certainly working for the cricketer.
It was a day for both bowling attacks, and I think England just did it better. Have managed to take more wickets quicker than the Aussies did. An impressive performance though from Mitchell Starc on the Aussie side and Ben Stokes on the English side.
Up at 2, watched every ball till lunchtime. Couldn't believe the drama. Woke up to see what England had done in response. 2 words.
Joe Root, have you heard of Joe Root?
No, I haven't.
Joe
Root used to play for France, used to play for Arsenal and Chelsea.
Yeah. Now some literal breaking news from this morning. Cole Palmer is going to miss Chelsea's next 3 games, breaking his toe after stubbing it against the door. The midfielder had been expected to return to Stamford Bridge after being out since September with a groin injury, but will now miss the Blues' remaining games this month against Burnley, Barcelona and Arsenal. Chelsea boss Enzo Maresca revealed Palmer's current situation.
He was limping, not too much. No, he was walking okay. The problem is that it's the small toe, so the contact with the boots probably can be a little bit painful.
If you want to find out more about football's weird and wonderful injuries, tune in to our website, Solent Sports News, and keep a lookout for the story. In some more Premier League injury news, Liverpool expect to see the return of their Brazilian number 1 as Arne Slot confirmed that Alisson is back in training with the squad, saying if he's ready to play, he'll start. However, muscle injuries for Florian Wirtz and Conor Bradley rule them out for tomorrow's game against Nottingham Forest, with the right-back expected to be out for 3 weeks. Lisandro Martinez is back in full training for Manchester United for the first time after his ACL injury in February. Kobbie Mainoo, Harry Maguire and Benjamin Sesko were all absent. Mikel Arteta has also just announced that Gabriel will be out for weeks. Southampton return to action this weekend, where they visit former manager Nathan Jones' Charlton side at the Valley in the early kick-off tomorrow. Jones, who lasted 95 days at Southampton, will be looking to get one over his former side in his first time facing Southampton since his departure. It's also the first time these two sides have met in the league for 15 years. They last faced each other in 2011 in League One, with the Saints comfortably winning 2-0. Hopefully there's more of the same this weekend. A new sports interactive centre has recently opened its doors to the public at St Mary's Stadium. Level 1 is the only facility in the English Football League that can offer a racing simulator inside their ground. Find out more with Jasper Rowland.
I've come down here to St Mary's Stadium to visit Level 1, the Sports Interactive Centre that offers interactive golf, an F1 simulator, high ropes and many more. Let's go take a look. Located in the chapel stand of St Mary's, Level 1 is providing stress relief for those unfortunate Southampton fans since opening on the 10th of October. So first impressions in here, it is so vibrant and there's so many activities to do, and I can't think of any other team in the 92 that offers something like this in their own stadium. Okay, so I'm doing the track simulator at Silverstone. I've gone for a manual gearbox, so this might be a challenge. So yeah, let's give this a go. So first impression here, this brake is so hard compared to a normal car. The vibrations, it's just a proper real life experience. Duty manager Joe Griggs believes the unique range of activities they can offer at an affordable price makes for a great night out with friends and family.
So Level 1 we've got 10 activities. So currently got the climbing walls here. We've got high ropes course, mini golf, game box. We've got shuffleboard, darts. We've got football and golf simulators and pool tables and driving simulators. So yeah, plenty.
Along with the F1 simulator, I also had a go at some mini golf and darts. That's how you do it, Max. Not too hard. Not too hard. Get in. Locals are out in full force last night and are impressed with the variety of activities on offer.
First thing's the pool table. We wanted to come here because it's got loads of different things, because you can't get a whole group of people to agree to one thing.
Yeah, it's really good. It's class. I think you know, the more activities they put on for fans here, the better, right? It gets more fans down there, builds the community. Really good.
Even the lineup is decent. So that was Level 1, Southampton's premier sports centre here in St Mary's. I think it's time for me to get an F1 simulator. Jasper Rowland, Solent Sports News.
Have you ever had a bad injury and needed treatment to recover? Well, almost everyone will need physiotherapy in their lives, and Solent University are providing the therapists of the future. Our journalist Owen Bolger went to find out just why it is so important.
13 million people use physiotherapy in the UK every single year. Student Solange Samuel aspires to be someone that helps others.
I think my mum was my main factor because she has arthritis, so I've always just been like trying to help her out, doing massages every day for her, like every night, just to like get back into her, like so she can feel better.
How many people get ACL injuries every year? Well, I've had one, but luckily here at Solent University there is a sports therapy degree which helps to train students to rehabilitate others and really make a difference in their lives. The NHS is estimated to need 12,000 more qualified physiotherapists, But what does it mean to be qualified in sports therapy?
It's basically just helping clients getting back from their injury, assessing their injury so that just reduce the risk of injury again. It also is a factor in like mental health state as well, not just physical. It's just a wide range of just preparing the athlete to get back into the play and get back from their injury.
Solange's work as a physiotherapist has already begun as she travelled to Sweden for the Youth World Cup football tournament.
The Gothia Cup is basically a youth World Cup done in Sweden for athletes from any other ages, range of ages, gender as well, to come over to Sweden, play some football, enjoy the tournament.
Whether it's an ACL or a dislocated shoulder, rehabilitation is required. Solange is part of Solent University's new generation of physiotherapists, and she joins me live from the massage table. Welcome, you join me live from this lovely massage setup here. It's nice and comfy, it's like laying on a cloud. That is, if that cloud was made out of wood. I'm going to flip over now. Solange is back. Thank you very much for joining us, Solange.
See you again, Owen.
Yes, very good to see you. It's a pleasure to have you.
Thank you.
To start off, I tore my ACL whilst jumping, playing football. How would you help to rehabilitate that? What about the mobilisation process?
So after surgery, your ACL, the therapist's main goal is to get you back into that range of motion, strengthening the main muscles around that knee area. So obviously it will be considering knee heels, that's range of motion at the knee, and then straight leg raise, that's like focusing on your hamstrings, and then obviously you would do like rotation at the knee, those type of mobilization. Obviously you will put something, a pad underneath your knee, and then you would do isometric holds, dorsiflexion, that's just strengthening your quads. That's basically the main area of like mobilization for the ACL.
Where would you sort of go from there? What would be the next stage?
So then the next stage will be phase 2, which will be like strengthening. We'll be at the gym, not in this area. We'll be at the gym strengthening your quads, doing like plyometric jumping, getting you back into jumping, doing proprioception, getting you back into balance, and then obviously the final stage is back to return to play football.
Yeah. Well, from what I'm hearing, you're a fantastic physiotherapist. Yes. What about what makes a good patient?
It is simply just the patient listening to every advice that we give you. If we send you home with exercises, we need you to actually do the exercises, so then when you come back, we can see that you're improving gradually.
Okay, well, hopefully I'm working my way there. How have I done so far?
You have done great. You can see that you have main stability in your knee, a lot of control on the way down, and then straight leg raise, it's very strong. We can also test that by doing muscle tests. So you can do, just push into it. Very strong, very strong. So obviously you can test that by just doing muscle strength. Yeah. And you compare it on the other side, way stronger. There we go. And then obviously you can do it in this way. You just do a knee flexion this way.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. So these are all just muscle tests just to see your improvements. And then the other side, you obviously always have to compare both sides. And there you go. And that's how you can see if someone's improving by just doing muscle tests.
Well, thank you so much. I was a little scared I might knee myself in the face there, but I'm pretty sure that I am healed. So thank you so much to Solange for joining me. It's been an absolute pleasure, and we'll see you back in the studio. Thank you.
Thank you, Owen. That almost looks like you're in a real medical room. The Rugby Autumn Internationals continue this weekend, and Wales host New Zealand as they look to get back-to-back wins. Ireland hosts South Africa, whilst both England and Scotland play on Sunday against Argentina and Tonga. The Solent futsal team are looking to bounce back after they lost 7-6 to Exeter, not this week. With a tough run of fixtures coming up, our reporter Ben Lester tells us more.
Solent University has its very own futsal team. The first team is undefeated, whilst their second team have lost the last 2 games. This is what they've done differently to make sure they get themselves back in the win. Coming off a very close loss against Exeter, but their coach said they've done a lot of preparation for their rematch against UWE.
We just looked at what we did wrong against UE. It was a lot of pressure. It's a new team with the twos. They need confidence. They've got the confidence in the last game. You know, we did lose, but we were winning most of that game. Our keeper went down, and that affected the game a lot in the confidence. But going into the next game, we've worked on a lot of corners, a lot of free kicks, a lot of understanding of where we need to be and how we need to position ourselves, and building the boys' confidence back up.
Their captain hopes for a more positive outcome this time around.
Well, first of all, I think a positive result would be just to lower the score. That's the most important thing for me at the weekend. And in terms of integral, I think if we can get a better result, as you'd put it, then it would give the lads great confidence going forwards, because we can just prove by results that we are making progress, and despite it not being the progress that we might want, it is still progress, and that's a vital part of the season.
Confidence is very much key in a team sport, so this Sunday's no challenge for that, especially when they face a tough team.
Well, you know, in trainings we spew confidence, positivity, a lot of it in trainings, more breakdown of plays and more breakdown of understandings. Also, our social sex in the committee do a great job of bringing team morale up, which is important on and off the field, you know, and seeing how the mental health of the boys are doing as well.
Futsal brings in a major flux of different backgrounds in the world of sport, but how do futsal integrate those who are new?
Slow progress, I'd say. I think a lot of the players come from a footballing background, and the sport is very, very different. In terms of integrating them, the coaches and the other players, the more experienced players, have been integral to that. They've been very, very good, very vocal, talking to the players, helping them out.
I've been Ben Lester reporting for Solent Sports News.
The F1 races into Vegas this weekend as Lando Norris continues to lead the standings. The Englishman looked the sharpest in the second practice session, with Australian counterpart falling to 14th. Norris is 24 points ahead of his McLaren teammate Oscar Piastri with 3 races to go, and can tighten his grip on winning the title with a good result this weekend. Piastri certainly has some work to do if he wants to close that gap on Norris, another Australian chasing England. In tennis now, and Germany have set up a semi-final clash against Spain in the Davis Cup. Germany beat Argentina last night despite being a set down in a match which lasted 2 hours and 31 minutes. In the other semi-final, Italy faced Belgium as the Italians look to make it 3 titles in a row. After a controversial week of representation of sport using social media, it has left many people wondering if sport and social media have a future together. Connor Welsted reports.
In this modern age, statistics show that at least every single person has 2 forms of social media. But it's not just the everyday person that's involved in social media. Big companies like BBC and Sky Sports are also using the short-form content to get their footage out there. And by doing that, it leaves the question, can social media and sport work alongside each other hand in hand, or are they going to go against the grain and push against each other?
The fact that you're just consuming it on TikTok and shorter form, and the idea of going to a longer game just isn't as appealing as it once was. So there were 16 million viewers that watched the Premier League in the 24-25 season, and we got 11 million. Well, Brian Lee played for like Witham, and Bury, and he told me he'd never been stopped for a selfie in his life. As soon as he's joined Baller League, he's on KSI videos, he's building up his own profile, he's getting brand deals, he's getting stopped for selfies. So not only are we providing intent for the fans, but also it's really beneficial for players in our ecosystem.
As always, there's 2 sides to the story, and those that believe this is not a long-term outlet.
The big names as well, because a couple of names have dropped out, and if that's not of interest to them, then they'll keep it going as long as they can, but you'll have to have lesser names. I think it will die down. It's never gonna rival professional football.
And social media doesn't just create opportunities for new versions of sport like the Ball League, but also it gives opportunity to push agendas that people would normally push aside.
The European Curling Championship start tomorrow, and Scotland are looking to go one further. The men's team were runners-up last year, whilst the women's team finished 3rd. However, this time round, both teams will be going for gold. November is an important month when it comes to men's mental health. Whether it's students, workers, or everyday men, one place can bring everyone together. Find out more with Bo Brown.
Pubs, I love them, you love them, but just how important are they for our mental health? November is Men's Mental Health Month, and this week it was International Men's Day. So we thought we'd make a film from the place that makes me and so many others the happiest, the pub. Brandon, from our favourite watering hole, the London Brewhouse, spoke of the power of the pub to bring people together, generations old and new.
We get a lot of gentlemen come in, eat quite a lot on their own. We're a very popular bar when it comes to groups, definitely for students. So obviously anyone could be for anyone's mental health really. But for young minds, for the older minds, it's quite wonderful. And also sometimes they are together, it's very mixed groups, and that's what we like to see.
When asked about men's mental health, Brandon told us about the issues he's faced.
Honestly, I was in a very bad place in my last job, and I was very lucky that I knew a few people here, and they gave me an offer, a trial, and the rest is history. I've been here a year and a bit now, and it's done me a world of good. And I'm not very struggle with the social side of things. I have anxiety, so meeting people has actually built my confidence massively. So I think this place is wonderful, and I think anyone should do it. I think anyone should have a bar job at least once in their life.
Solent Union's Wellbeing Officer Bria urged men to open up and break the stigma.
Men's mental health is very important. It's a stigma, and there's a lot of stigma around men's mental health as well. So I think it's a very important topic to talk about. Men are normally told to tough it out, to suppress their emotions, but according to me, I think men should speak openly, and there should be like a safe space created for them as well to speak openly.
Good old Brandon gave us a free pint. Cheers.
Here at Solent University, frogs have been spotted around the newsroom. It's been heard that eyewitnesses have seen many frogs in odd places in what appears to be a pond-like substance. Local authorities have eyes on one key suspect who can now be named. Graham Hiley has emerged as suspect number 1, according to local sources. We interviewed Hiley about this mystery.
Yeah, I can absolutely confirm, yes, I have been bringing frogs into the newsroom, but of course they are Freddo frogs, which, as everyone knows, is nectar of the gods for children. They fit our children's birthday party food theme. So I brought in frogs in ponds, which is green jelly with a Freddo frog inside it. So kids go absolutely mad for it. Yeah.
Thankfully, that mystery is cleared up. Classic Graham causing chaos. There's also a very special birthday here today. TNT Sports' greatest angler, Andy Ford, is celebrating his birthday, and there is not a better place to do it than the Solent newsroom. From everyone here at Solent, happy birthday, Andy. That's all from us for now. Check out our website, Solent Sports News, for more updates. Goodbye.